route runner, and he only had one catch against Florida, but I think he can be a bigger part of this LSU offense.
Well, we saw the LSU Tigers defeat South Carolina. He had a big game in that one, four, including a touchdown.
Yeah, and there was a key buster, Paraloo throwing the ball. That'll set up the runs later.
Flynn back in, out of the shotgun. Hands it off right side. Jacob Hester, senior from Shreveport. He's tackled by Corey Peters, number 91. Just looking at Jacob Hester now, they have run the ball 17 times. Hester is the only one of the running backs who plays who's ever fumbled the football for this bunch.
Right.
They do a great job of protecting it. He fumbled in his first game against Georgia in the second quarter in 2004. They've gone 431 carries without a fumble. They've only fumbled once all year. That was Zinger, the tight end. 2nd and 9. Now watch. Here's Hester.
I don't think so.
No. Among other things, he does a great job of protecting the ball.
And I think that is also, you look at the numbers right here, Hester protecting the ball, all of their running backs, 432 carries. The only guy, Mike Hart at Michigan is the same type of dependable player that doesn't turn it over. The reason, even with a bad quad, he's in the game is because he's a best blitz pickup guy, and that'll protect Flynn.
Flynn is back in. Hester to his right. Mitchell and LaFell wide left. Blitz. Flynn left side behind the intended receiver. We saw him do that last week, as he should have led Mitchell, and he throws it behind his left shoulder.
Corey Peters, number 91 that time, just had a rush right inside, the other side, right there to the left side, and just got Flynn. You could feel it almost. A cross stunt, comes in, tackle, and Flynn saw it, threw it poorly inside, and boy, a huge turnover now. I wonder if Les Miles in this position on the field, the 30-yard line, this might be a spot he goes for it.
Well, Colt David's career long is 45 yards. This would have been a 47-yarder. This team 6 of 6 on 4th down conversions this year. They've hit their last 8, and they go for it here. Flynn, LaFell, the ball goes, oh no, 2 flags. Might be called on Trevard Lindley.
Did Lindley hit him before the ball got there? That's what it has to be. I like this 4th down gamble because of the new rule, kicking off at the 30-yard line.
Pass interference. Number 32 on the defense. The ball will be placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic 1st down.
Well, we got the ISO out there. Slant pass to the outside, top of your screen right there. Ball is delivered.
Oh. There's a definition of a fine line.
I don't even have to comment on that one. Vern handled it.
Oh, I agree with Rich Brooks.
That one's too fine. You can't make that call.
1st down and 10 after the penalty. Williams and Hester. Jacob Hester is the blocking back, and Keelan Williams goes right. There's a fumble recovered by LSU.
Now let's really look at how important this drive is. Remember, LSU gets the ball to start the second half. They've got this defense wore down. It's one of the reasons Les Miles went for it on 4th down. He feels he's got a tired defense. He's now caught a break with a penalty. He sticks it in here. It's 17-7 with the ball coming out at halftime.
Richard Murphy, the 4th-string running back, is on the field. Trendon Holliday's to the right. On 2nd down, they hand it off to Murphy. He goes right. Only the 21st carry of the season for the guy listed as number 4. 10-7 ball game. Kentucky scored first. LSU has come back with a long run, 55 yards. Charles Scott to set up a 1-yard touchdown run. That tied it. And then Colt David with a 31-yard field goal. It's 10-7. Les Miles' team is driving.
I'd be thinking Paraloo. Is Paraloo in the game? I can't quite see.
He is not.
Wow. That option play has been so good to them on 3rd down.
Charles Scott is the running back. Tolliver in the slot to the left. They toss it. Scott comes right, breaks a tackle, touchdown LSU.
This team has so many ways, just so many ways.
Scott with his second touchdown of the afternoon and his 6th of the season.
And remember, we talked about the guys that really weren't part of that Florida game. Williams and Scott, they're dying to play out here. They're not overlooking anything. They want the ball.
Colt David out of Matt Flynn's hold. The snap is Jacob O'Hare. Up and good. Colt David, perfect 31 of 31 for the season.
Well, we thought maybe they'd run an option. What do? They run a kind of a inside pitch. Off tackle with the pitch, and that guy can get to the end zone.
On the sidelines in his 3rd year, the head coach Les Miles. Les Miles is not one to hide his emotions.
I am worried about finishing this game and finishing it well. Our football team's damn good. We figure to show that the second half.
How are you going to do that?
Play our ass. This stadium, this crowd, this place, pretty special.
Well, that was the handshake with Urban Meyer at the end of that epic contest last Saturday night. And I know for the 3 of us, Gary, Tracy, myself, that's a night we will never forget.
Sure was. It's everything that personifies college football was wrapped up in that night.
Scott with a 13-yard run, but the key play in that drive, the questionable pass interference call on 4th down. They called it on Trevard Lindley. Here's the kick taken by Burton at the 5. Coming left. And he's halted at the 21-yard line. Well, coming up at the half, Tim Brendo, Spencer Tillman, the Geico halftime report. Alabama hangs on to win today. South Carolina out of conference game. They defeated this Kentucky team 10 days ago.
Those long drives by LSU and that early turnover has gutted all of the rhythm that this Kentucky offense had for the half. They've only had 90 yards now.
1st down and 10. Dixon comes left. Out of bounds. Just a footnote. Remember on the previous kickoff there was offsides on number 11, and I said Perilou is on the kicking team? He was.
He was.
Yes. Wow. You come to LSU to play football, by golly, you play football. All parts of it.
See here, Kentucky has to be careful. They do not want to punt again. I'm telling you. Right now, they will get out of this half. Running out of bounds. LSU has 2 timeouts. Les Miles will call timeout if they don't move the ball here.
Here's Woodson back. Under pressure, throws it left side. Tammy with the catch. Yep, it sure was. That's good for a 1st down.
That's the matchup that I think that Kentucky has to go at more and more and more. Once you establish Tammy against the safeties, and I think he can do it, 6, 7, 8 catches in this game, that'll open up the outside for Burton and Lyons and Johnson. Jacob
Tammy, already a graduate of the University of Kentucky, intends on going into marketing someday. 1st down and 10. Woodson has time, goes deep left side. He's got Steve Johnson. Caught! Chevis Jackson got mixed up. Steve Johnson, who was the hero of the win here over Louisville, with a huge play.
You must throw the ball deep if you're a passing team. Steve Johnson looking back. He's comfortable. The ball's in the air. Jackson out of sorts a bit. Johnson comes back and gets it and puts it into a position to score or at least a field goal.
Derek Locke on the field for the first time. He gives the block to Woodson. The diving try is incomplete for Dickie Lyons Jr. Well, they played Louisville early in the season, and the big play, 57 yards with 32 seconds to go. Woodson to a wide open Steve Johnson, and at long last, Kentucky had prevailed over the Cardinals. Keenan Burton said that was the greatest night of his football career. Monsell Allen, a freshman tailback, is on now, number 30.
From the state of Louisiana, by the way, displaced in Katrina.
Yes, from New Orleans. High school teammate of Dickie Lyons. He goes out, Woodson pulls up, he'll run, and he will score. My, how significant for the Wildcats. Lona Siebert, Andre Woodson, who is not a running quarterback.
No, he's not, but you could have drove a truck through that one.
Lona Siebert with the extra point. Kentucky has cut it to 3. They went 78 yards in 37 seconds.
LSU does not believe Woodson is going to run the ball, so they play man coverage. The linebacker's going to go out with the back. Now watch this. There's nobody spying. There's no Tebow. This guy won't. Yes, he will. He'll run. And that drive just put Kentucky back in this game because it was slipping very fast for them. That big deep pass, the pass to Tammy that really set it up. And look at Kentucky. Their defense was gassed, but Woodson, their senior quarterback, brought them back in this football game.
Bo Pelini, the defensive coordinator at LSU. And Kentucky's Andre Woodson, who will never be mistaken for Tim Tebow when he's got the ball in his hands and he's running.
What do they say in basketball, Vern? You're going to be starting, always stop the ball.
You know, what a concept. This one's out of bounds.
Uh-oh.
1:04 left.
Yeah, plenty of time. 2 timeouts. Ball goes to at least the 40, or they might, Les Miles might send it back. Make them kick again. I'd put Trinnan Holiday back there and make him kick again, to tell you the truth. They're going to take it at the 40-yard. I read his lips. Nobody knows the rules. They're brand new. He said, we'll take it right there.
Okay, we'll take it at the 40. Now they've got it marked at the 35.
Free kick out of bounds. On the kicking team. The receiving team is chosen to take the ball at the 35-yard line. First down.
At the 35, 1:04 to go.
I think that was a bit, I think I'd have taken that and forced them, Kentucky, to kick over, to tell you the truth. Well, Les has been right all the time. He's got that rabbit foot stuck somewhere in his pocket, and he's rubbing it again. Let's see if he's right again.
Old echoes rattling through my brain then. And the NFL, of course, comes out to the 40. Here's Flynn. He'll tuck it and he'll run it. And he gets out to the 48-yard line. See if they hurry to the line of scrimmage or they use a timeout. They will hurry to the line of scrimmage. 50 seconds to go. 17-14. Well, they're taking their time on this play.
Yep.
Second down and 3. LaFell goes wide to the left. Flynn comes near, tipped, incomplete. Third down.
One of the things that Kentucky is banking their game plan on, and it hasn't worked so far, to tell you the truth, is that Flynn stares down his receivers. When he starts on one side of the field, he never comes back to the other side of the field. That time, I don't know if that had anything, but Jenkins was number 95 that got his hand up and knocked that baby down.
3rd and 3. Four-man rush, they stunt. Flynn, incomplete. 4th down. Flag down. Might have gotten to the quarterback and might have hit him after he delivered the ball.
The flag came out so early, Vern. I'm wondering if it's an illegal formation or something, because it came out real early. And it was on the sideline, the Kentucky sideline, and Kentucky doesn't look too upset.
How about lined up in the neutral zone? That's what I thought.
No, I think it's against LSU. Yeah, I think it's against LSU, a bad formation.
Illegal formation on the offense. Only 6 men on the line of scrimmage. That penalty is refused.
Yeah.
It'll be 4th down.
Well, we talked about Matt Flynn getting knocked a little bit in this football game. Looks out to Hester, not there, and gets hit again by Jenkins.
And DeMario Ford is going back to return it instead of Keenan Burton. Here's the punt. Ford grabs it at the 18, dropped at the 18. Brandon LaFell made the tackle. Monday on CBS, the dead will rise in Miami. It's not just another crime, it's a phenomenon. Don't miss a new CSI Miami, Monday at 10, 9 Central on CBS.
If I was Kentucky, I would just go in at halftime now, because the odds are stacked against you, obviously, and if anything happens, a sack, a fumble, an interception, it's a field goal for LSU. I would just take a knee. And they are.
Yep. Well, they got the counter to the touchdown run of Charles Scott. A big catch by Jacob Tammy. A huge pass from Woodson to Steve Johnson. And then the 12-yard run by Woodson to cut the margin to 3 at the end of 30 minutes of play here at Commonwealth Stadium. Commonwealth Stadium, Lexington, Kentucky. A crowd in excess of 70,000 has gathered. 4th largest attendance ever for a Kentucky home football game. And the Wildcats scored last before the half to cut the margin to 17-14 against the top-ranked team in the country. And Les Miles' bunch gets the football to open quarter number 3. Tim Mastey about to kick off for the 50th time. He's had 12 touchbacks this year. And this one will be returned by Trindon Holiday from the 5. Skirts the sidelines, he's still in bounds. And finally out of bounds at the 47.
That just highlights that they should have made him kick again at the end of the other half.
Moments ago, Tracy Wolfson with LSU head coach Les Miles.
Coach, you gave up 168 total yards in the first half. You only do that 197 per game. What do you have to do?
Big plays. They make a couple big plays on us in the throwing game. We got to stop that. We got to get in that quarterbacks in that backfield a little bit more.
Is there any hangover from this team?
No hangover. We know. Hey, we knew this was going to be a heck of a game. This team's 5-1. They playing their butts off at home. We knew we had to come to play. We will.
Thanks a lot.
There's something about Tracy Wolfson's questions that get Les Miles going. Nice job, Trace. Here's Holiday. Tries to bounce to the outside. Got a little bit of a block from Matt Flynn, and then he's driven down by Paul Wolford. Well, one big play given up, really, but that was that 51-yard pass right before the half to set up the touchdown.
Yes, but, you know, I like what Kentucky's in the football game. They survived. It kind of reminds me, remember back to Arkansas game, they were down late. They returned a fumble to get back in the game against Arkansas. The big pass is equal to that fumble recovery. Now they're back in this football game. They've matched up okay. Let's see what they do with this first drive. Will Flynn start throwing the ball? LSU's had success running, but nothing in the throwing game.
Matter of fact, Matt Flynn is 5 for 14 throwing the ball. The handoff, right side, it goes to Jacob Hester. And let's check, Gary, the first half trends in this battle between LSU.
Well, that's what Tracy was talking about. Kentucky got that long pass at the end, and, you know, they don't give up a lot of yards, LSU doesn't, but Kentucky shows their offense will work. There's the rushing yards. Kentucky did it in the first quarter, but nothing since then. And Matt Flynn missed 6 out of the last 7. He was bailed out on that 4th down call on the interference. Remember that one.
On 3rd down, Ryan Perilou is back in. 3rd and 3. Hester is alongside him. Kentucky brings 4. Perilou will run and be caught short of the first down. Now then.
This is a no-brainer. I don't even think the offense will look over to the sideline this time on 4th down. They know they're going to go for it, aren't they? LSU isn't even going to bother to look if it's 4th and short.
It's going to be 4th and 1, it would appear, from where the line judge has spotted the forward progress.
Well, we all know they hit 5 of them last week, and anytime you dial it up on 4th down, there's no guarantees.
Officials have called time to bring the sticks out. Well, 4th and a foot.
Seems like a no-brainer to me.
Does to Les Miles as well. 6 of 6 on the season. They converted their last 2 last year. So they are 8 of 8 going into the 2006 season. But most memorable, 5 of 5 on 4th down. Now they went for it on 4th just before halftime, and they got a big break on a pass interference call.
This will be a sneak, though. I assume it'll be a sneak.
Perilou is the quarterback. Yep. And the pile moves north.
Look at how well coached these 2 quarterbacks are for LSU. I mean, you know, you think about quarterback center exchange, different styles, no false starts. I mean, you know, there's a lot of good coaching going on when you got 2 guys ready to play like Perilou and Flynn here. And both of them, I think it's nice that just like last year with Leak and Tebow, they're different styles and they're different ages. One guy's a senior and one guy knows he's going to get his chance later.
First down after the quarterback sneak, and Matt Flynn is back on. Jacob Hester is the running back. Flynn pulls it down, wants to run, nothing there. Trapped and caught for a loss at the 45 by Jeremy Jarman, number 99, and Wesley Woodyard. Jarman, who leads this team in sacks, 6.5. He actually leads the Southeast Conference in sacks.
Well, these 4 guys, I mean, I'm going to circle all 4 of them because they have stood up and made plays all game. That time, Jarman was not even blocked, so that had to be a missed handoff or a busted play because no one blocks one of the 4 guys up front. That ain't going to work.
Jeremy Jarman, intriguing young sophomore, member of the drama club in high school, also interested in going into espionage or diplomacy. There's a pair to draw from. Tipped away and incomplete, intended for Dixon. And Wesley Woodyard was there, Dominic Lewis with the pressure.
Well, if you want to know the face of Kentucky football that turned it around, it's number 16, Wesley Woodyard, right there. He's the guy, when things got bad, he kept recruiting and believing in the coaches and selling the program and saying, I want to be here when it turns around. He's not only here, he's making plays.
Today is the 31st consecutive game in which Wesley Woodyard from LaGrange, Georgia, has registered 4 tackles or more. It's 3rd and 14. Trendon Holiday split wide left. Flynn back, right side, underneath to Brandon LaFell. He's got a first down plus at the 25-yard line.
I got to tell you, this offense has got a little everything. Gary Croton, their offensive coordinator, does a great job. This is the wide receiver screen. Fake one way, go the other way. Nice block by Mitchell. Goes up on his man on the slot and then wipes off to the outside. Very similar to that offense that was run last year by Jimbo Fisher when early Doucette. And, you know, it was just you could see him all over the field making those wide receiver screens like that.
Brandon LaFell wears number 1 because of his admiration for Hall of Famer Warren Moon. First down and 10. Here's Flynn back. 19-yard gain. Got Dixon open. Flag is down at the 10-yard line.
Calvin Harrison grabbed Dixon, I believe, on that play. That is a matchup. I've been telling you, that matchup is not a good one for Kentucky. It's not a good one for LSU. Tammy is a hybrid tight end. Dixon is a very good athlete as a tight end.
Holding. Number 33 on the defense. On an eligible receiver during a legal forward pass play. The penalty is 10 yards from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
Couple of jams on Dixon. Number 82 goes out, gets jammed inside and outside. Oh, it was actually Woodyard that grabbed the jersey on that one also. Woodyard might have been the guy that got the grab as he was going by on the tight end that time, Richard Dixon.
4th penalty on Kentucky, first down. Perilou's back in, goes right, turns the corner, and is tackled as he gets to the 13-yard line by Jeremy Jarman, number 99, again. And Matt Flynn alternating with Perilou. Not every other play, but did you ever do that? Alternate quarterbacks in the system?
Not every other play. Like Craig Morton and Roger Staubach
against the Bears.
No. But you know what? I did it every other interception.
You know, I did the radio call of the Staubach and Craig Morton game. They gained 439 yards in that game and lost. And the next week, Roger Staubach was named the starting quarterback of the Cowboys. Here's Flynn back. Inside, caught by Mitchell. And that should be enough to give them a first down and goal. Dominic Lewis with the tackle.
See, here's the problem with LSU. They run in the first half for 180 yards. They're not throwing the ball well. They probably look at the stats just like we do and say, all right, they're going to load up. Kentucky is on the run. Let's loosen them up with the screens and with the wide receiver quick hits and stuff like that. It's really a great balanced offense. And now they're going to bring in the option quarterback, which is so valuable down here near the goal line.
3 tight ends. Dixon comes left with Keith Zinger. The third tight end, Mitt Cole, is to the right side. Backs in the eye. Perilou hands it to the tailback. Nothing doing. Jacob Hester. Jeremy Jarman, number 99, with the tackle. Second and goal.
It's not like Kentucky is getting outclassed. It's just the dynamics of this LSU offense. They have a lot of weapons, and you almost have to force them into a mistake because they'll just keep picking away at you and finding a way to make a big play.
11th play of this drive, the open third quarter. Charles Scott and Jacob Hester now. Hester moves into the fullback position.
Play action pass down here.
Flynn is the quarterback. Play action goes in the corner. Dixon, touchdown LSU. And Flynn's limping.
When he tweaked it, I thought he might have tweaked it on that hit on the broken play earlier. I think he did. I think he might have tweaked it early. That one was an easy just drop back and throw it. I think it happened on that play when we said, you know, what happened on that play and who got the hit, and when Jeremy Jarman got that hit.
Right. Colt David for the extra point. Flynn will hold. Extra point is good. Richard Dixon from Ocean Springs, Mississippi, had a touchdown catch against South Carolina. Gets this one to extend the LSU lead.
He's definitely limping on the play. A little play action pass. Dixon's going to slide out. Second down is play action down. We all know it. You don't have to be any great predictor to know that. Everybody on 2nd and 5 likes to call those tight ends to the outside, and this one was wide open. Got 2 quarterbacks. Les Miles says, use 2 quarterbacks, and Flynn is happy. Perilou's happy. LSU is happy.
.52 yards, 11 plays. It took 5:48, and Dixon caught it from Matt Flynn. Josh Jasper will kick off. Returnable. Burton at the 9. Oh, wow. Oh, boy. Well, we mentioned Terry Clayton's name as our scholar athlete. For more, let's go down to Tracy.
Vern, playing football for Clayton is extremely hard. It's a very big challenge because he's not allowed to use his hearing aid on the field, so he must rely on signs and lip reading, but he said it's extremely hard to do that when everyone has its helmets on, so he uses his eyes a lot. He watches the player's body language, and he sees things others may not. He is truly a remarkable person, guys.
All right, Trace, right side, Tony Dixon with his 15th carry of the ball game, a modest yards per carry average of less than 2.
Let's remember again that Kentucky's playing without Raphael Little, their game player. You know, he's a good receiver, shifty, senior player who's been through everything, and Kentucky's a little short-handed. And Keenan Burton, I was talking to some people in the press box at halftime, and they feel Keenan Burton's ankle is bothering him in the first half. He didn't tell us anything when we talked to him.
Not a word. Andre Woodson scampered for a touchdown right before halftime to cut the margin then to 17-14 on second down. Draw play, Dixon. See Kirsten Pittman and Tyson Jackson, number 49 and 93. Jonathan Zenon. There was a congregational meeting held at Mr. Dixon's body. 8:40 to go, third quarter.
Well, we talked about Kentucky having to run the ball throughout the whole game, 25 yards a quarter. Problem is, when you don't gain it, it's third and long.
And it is now 3rd and 8.
11 men at the line of scrimmage for LSU.
Dorsey is at right defensive tackle. Woodson back. Here comes Taylor. The ball is away and intercepted by Chad Jones. Picked off by Chad Jones, number 3. And Woodson has been intercepted for the second time this afternoon.
This is something Bo Pelini likes to do. He saves a gimmick defense for the second half so that at halftime Kentucky has no opportunity. It was exactly like Vern called it. Curtis Taylor who gets the hit and the ball flutters on the play. Curtis Taylor's right there. Watch him come in. Comes in free, and as Woodson lets it go, the ball does not come out cleanly. Does not obviously go deep enough, and there's the interception. Fake blitz, drop back a free safety, get a turnover again on first down.
What beautiful country this is, with the horse farms outside of Lexington and Keeneland. Racing going on. By the way, the winner of the 9th race at Keeneland yesterday was a horse called Stylish Wildcat.
Nice name.
Yeah.
Omen? Not so far.
Not so far. Looked like it was an omen right before the half. Here's the handoff to Richard Murphy, number 26. And Matt Flynn, a little gimpy.
He is. Well, there's a couple plays that it could have possibly happened. Remember the busted play where he got tackled? Could have got his ankle bent on that one. That might be likely. And then took a little bit of a shot, and Flynn was protected on that one, and you can see how he's gingerly jogging off.
Again, the high ankle sprain occurred in the second quarter of that win over Virginia Tech in Baton Rouge, week 2 of the season. He missed the next game. And Les Miles telling us yesterday that he was almost 100% going into this one. Reverse. It's given off to Tolliver, and he's tackled behind the line of scrimmage by Trevard Lindley, who was not fooled at all, stayed at home, and Tolliver came right to him.
Well, this possibly could be the football game for Kentucky. They got to get a stop here. I mistakenly said that interception happened on first down. It was third down. It was not a long drive. What I was trying to say is this defense has not had a lot of long drives to sit on the sideline. They, even though it's early in the third quarter, they've been out there a lot lately.
Third down. Scott